are perpendicular, dot product is equal to 0. Dot product is 0. Studied? Yes. Then cos theta formula is important. What is cos theta formula? A dot B by magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. A dot B by magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. Noted? A dot B by magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. Then theta we find out cos inverse. Okay. Then I dot I, J dot J, K dot K is equal to how much? 1. But if you take the dot product of different unit vectors, it will be equal to 0. I dot J, J dot K, K dot I is equal to 0. Different unit vectors, dot product is equal to how much it is? 0. Okay. Then this is very important for finding the dot product. To find the dot product, multiply the coefficient of I cap. Multiply the coefficient of which one? J cap. Multiply the coefficient of K cap. So we write A1, B1 plus A2, B2 plus which one? A3, B3. Studied? This way we find the dot product. So till here, any doubt? No. Yes, those who attend online, all of you got the clear idea till this point. So all of you have these notes with you. In case if it is not there, please collect the record today itself and go through it and complete. Then this is another important formula. A dot A. To break the magnitude modulus, we use this one. A dot A is a modulus of vector A square. Then modulus of vector A square is equal to A dot A. So there are a lot of questions with the modulus of vector. To break the modulus, we have to square it, right? When you square it, how to write? That vector dot the same vector itself. This is very important formula. Modulus of vector A square is equal to A dot A. So this way, from each chapter, you have to go through the important formula. Okay, quickly you have to finish and note down the important points. Okay, so then projection, another important one for the MCQs and 2-marker question. In majority of the question paper it is here. What is projection of vector A on vector B? Vector A dot vector B by magnitude of vector B. So like this is the importance of vector and 3D. From a small quantity, you get a lot of questions. Okay. Projection of vector A on vector B is a vector A dot vector B by magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B. What is projection of vector B on vector A? B dot A by magnitude of vector A. On which vector? That will be coming in the denominator. So these are the points based on the scalar product. Is it clear? Okay, then questions we have done. Okay, some important questions I will ask you to redo right now. These are all simple questions just to go through. This is to find cos theta. You know the cos theta formula, right? A dot B by magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. This is also to find cos theta when vectors are given like this in terms of components. We find magnitude of vector A. How to find magnitude from this component form? Root of A square plus B square plus C square. Magnitude of vector B. Then we find A dot B. Is it clear? A dot B, how to find? Multiply the coefficient of I, coefficient of J, and coefficient of K. We get A dot B, then cos theta formula. So both the questions are okay, right? To find cos theta. This is projection, very important projection of vector A on vector B. Just to revise the formula. What is the formula? A dot B by magnitude of vector B. A dot B, you know how to find. Okay, magnitude of vector B, we know how to find, and then substitute. Okay, so this is also similar one. And like this, A dot A. So look at this one, the product taken. A dot A is, what is A dot A? A dot A, magnitude of vector A square. A dot B is same as B dot A. So we can cancel out this one, right? B dot B, what is B dot B? Magnitude of vector B square. Okay, so then we get the answer like this. Clear? Okay, so we get the final answer like this. Then unit vector. Unit vector means what is its magnitude? Magnitude is 1. Magnitude of A vector is equal to how much it is? 1. When A vector is unit vector, its magnitude is 1. So based on that one, this question. This is also 2-marker question. 2-marker type of question. So all these are clear, right? Basic questions are all okay. And this is there in some past papers. Simple question, perpendicular. What is the condition for perpendicular? Dot product is equal to 0. So what is perpendicular in this question? Vector A plus lambda vector B is perpendicular to vector C. So which means first we find vector A plus lambda vector B. Vector A is given, that we substitute. Lambda is a constant into vector C, and then we will open the bracket like this, and we have to arrange as component form. So this is the component form. So then vector C. So they are perpendicular, means their dot product is equal to how much it is? 0. And the dot product is taken, it is equal to 0 is done. And then we have to simplify. You know how to take dot product. Multiply the coefficient of I, coefficient of J, and coefficient of K, and find out lambda from there. Is it clear? If any question in between, if you want to do, you have to ask me. These are all simple, right? Yes, we can go through these questions faster. Those who attend online also same way. All these are okay, right? Raisel, Mahega, Johan, Hannah, Joyson. Are you okay with this one? Yes. Next, this is very important question. Can you do this one right now faster within 1 minute? Vector A, vector B, vector C are unit vector. Each point you have to read. Unit vector means the magnitude of each vector is equal to how much? 1. Okay. Yes, please note down this question. If vector A, vector B, vector C are unit vectors as that vector A plus vector B plus vector C is 0 vector, find the value of A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. Okay, so they are unit vector, means magnitudes are 1. Magnitude of each vector is 1. Then vector A plus vector B plus vector C is 0. So I took magnitude, and to break the magnitude, I have done the squaring. Okay, vector A plus vector B plus vector C is 0 vector. 0 vector means its magnitude is how much? Modulus of that vector will be 0. Now to break the modulus, we do squaring. Okay, and this is the formula for squaring the modulus. Modulus of vector A square is vector A dot vector A. Means that vector dot the same vector itself. That vector dot the same vector itself. Yes. Then we have to multiply. That multiplication step you can write. Skip this step and write directly the next step. Okay, no problem. We can write directly the next step. What is the next step? The third step we can write directly, no problem. When you take this dot product. So from this step, there is no problem for writing directly the step. Okay, it is actually get by. So we can write directly the step. What is this? Magnitude of vector A square plus magnitude of vector B square plus magnitude of vector C square plus 2 times A dot B plus 2 times B dot C plus 2 times C dot A is equal to 0. Is it clear, this multiplication? Because of this reason, A dot A is magnitude of vector A square. Then magnitude of each vector is 1. Here magnitude of each vector is how much it is? 1. So we get 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 times the remaining part. So 2 times this will be minus 3. We take 3 to the right side, that will be minus 3. So finally A dot B plus B dot A, B dot C plus C dot A is minus 3. So that is equal to minus 3 by 2. Final answer is minus 3 by 2. So this is the final answer to this question, minus 3 by 2. Is it clear? Minus 3 by 2 we get. Got it, right? Minus 3 by 2. So this way, magnitude, breaking magnitude questions are very important in vectors. Did you complete? Alvin? 10. We go through vectors, okay? Now, this is a question based on vectors. A dot A is 0, A dot B is 0. Then no need to write this again, just go through it. A dot A is 0 means magnitude of vector A square is 0. Means magnitude of vector A is 0. Means vector A vector is a 0 vector. Magnitude is 0 means that is a 0 vector. Then A dot B is 0 means 0 vector dot B is 0. Which means this vector B can be any vector. It can be any vector because one of them is 0 already. 0 dot any vector will be, how much it will be? 0 vector. So B vector can be any vector. Okay, so this way to write the conclusion. Then this one is the triangle inequality. Triangle inequality is A plus B. Modulus of A plus B is less than or equal to modulus of A plus modulus of B. Here also we do squaring the modulus. When you square the modulus, how to write this one after squaring the modulus? That vector dot the same vector itself, right? A plus B dot A plus B. So then we get like this, A dot A, magnitude of vector A square, then 2 times A dot B plus magnitude of vector B square. Then how to make it less than or equal to, we know A dot B is a modulus of vector A into modulus of vector B into cos theta. What is the maximum value of cos theta? 1. Maximum value of cos theta is 1. So this cos theta can be replaced with a 1. When you replace it with 1, here we write less than or equal to, because maximum value cos theta is less than or equal to 1. So here it will become less than or equal to, so that time cos theta is replaced with 1. So this way we get the answer as A square plus 2AB plus B square. A plus B the all square form. Modulus of vector A plus modulus of vector B the all square. Then take the square root, we get the triangle inequality. Is it clear? Do you want to write this one or is it fine? This is also there in the notebook. This one is also there in case. If you get a question to state and prove triangle inequality, you will write like this, or with the statement also can be asked. Okay, so that these questions all we have to do this breaking the modulus by squaring it. Okay, square it and that vector dot the same vector itself. Question is this one, state and prove triangle inequality of vectors. If any student wants to note down, please. Like this, these two chapters are high weightage chapters, vector and 3D. Okay, within a short span of time, you can easily cover this one. So you have noted this, right? Is a statement part of the question. A statement is part of the question. This question can be asked in 2 ways. State and prove, in case if it is asked, you will write the statement. That time statement will be part of the answer. Okay. If it is state and prove, the statement will be part of the answer. That means we start the solution from here. This, if in case if it is asked with the statement, you will start with the remaining part. For any two vectors, vector A and vector B, this is a statement. Okay. Magnitude of vector A plus vector B is less than or equal to magnitude of vector A plus magnitude of vector B. So understood how to simplify this one. And clear, right? All these notes you have, right? Yes. Okay, so this type of questions are also in past papers. 3 vertices of a triangle are given and to find out an angle. Okay, so that time also we use cos theta formula. What is cos theta formula? Vector A dot vector B by magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. Here angle ABC is asked, angle ABC. When angle ABC is asked, you will find out the co-initial vectors. What are the co-initial vectors at B? ABC means angle B, right? BA and BC. We should find out BA and BC. You know, when 2 points are given or 2 position vectors are given, how to find vector BA. Vector BA is x2 minus x1 into I cap plus y2 minus y1 into j cap plus z2 minus z1 into k cap, or position vector of B, OB minus OA, right? OB minus OA. So this way we find OA minus OB for vector BA. Same way, OC minus OB for vector BC. Even in terms of points, this is easy. X2 minus X1 into I cap. Is it clear? BA vector, by looking at A and B, 1 minus 1 into I cap. So that way, then BC vector, then angle ABC, cos theta formula. So this is a point to be remembered. To find out the angle, we have to take the co-initial vectors from that particular angle. Co-initial vector. If it is angle C, what are the vectors required for angle C? CA and CB. If it is angle A, AB. You know how to find out the angle. In terms of points, you know how to find out. In terms of position vector also, you know how to find out that vector. Okay? Yes. So that comes there in the examination. And this question is also similar to the last one, breaking modulus question. This is also there in past papers. Vector A, vector B, vector C are 3 vectors. These are not unit vector. Instead, their magnitudes are given separately. What is magnitude of vector A? It is 3. Magnitude of vector B is 4. Magnitude of vector C is 5. And each one of them being perpendicular to the, what is written? Sum of other 2. What does it mean? Vector A is perpendicular to sum of other 2. Sum of other 2 means vector B plus vector C. Perpendicular means their dot product is 0. From there, we open the bracket and we get first equation. Clear? Secondly, vector B is perpendicular to sum of other 2. Sum of other 2 means vector A plus vector C. Again, their dot product is 0. And we open the bracket, we get equation 2. Same way, vector C is perpendicular to what is that? Vector A plus vector B. Dot product is 0, and we get like this, equation number 3. Okay. After getting these 3, then what do you know? You will add them. When you add them, we get 2 times, right? 2 times we get by commutative property. And from there, we write A dot B plus A dot C plus B dot C is equal to 0. Equation number. Okay, question number 4, because 1, 2, 3 we have already written. Is it clear till this step? Okay. Then what is asked here? Find this one. Okay, to find the magnitude of this, what to do? We have to break the magnitude. How to break the magnitude of squaring? Squaring means that vector dot same vector. Then you know how to proceed it. Okay, that is this question. This is also 3-marker question. 3 mark. This question is there in the past papers. All of you have this in the notes, right? You can easily go through. So do not skip this type of question. Easily scoring questions in the examination. Okay. Next, this one is also of the same nature. A dot A plus B plus C is 0 vector. Evaluate mu is equal to. So this question also we have to square it and equate it to 0. And from there we can substitute and find this one. A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. Okay, clear? And next is also of the same nature. Vector A, vector B, vector C are 3 mutually perpendicular vectors. What do you mean by mutually perpendicular vectors? A is perpendicular to B. B is perpendicular to C. And C, vector C is perpendicular to vector A. Means their dot product is 0. They are mutually perpendicular. And here the inclination is asked. Inclination means angle. So what angle is asked? It is clearly written. Prove that angle between which one? Vector A plus vector B plus vector C is equally inclined. Inclined means we have to find out the angle. With what? With the vector A, with vector B, and with vector C. That means we find these 3 angles. Theta 1, theta 2, and theta 3. Okay, and prove that these 3 angles are equal. And how do you find angle? You know, cos theta formula. What is cos theta formula? Dot product of the vectors divided by magnitude of the first vector into magnitude of the second vector. So our first task is to find out magnitude of this vector. Magnitude of which one? Vector A plus, vector B plus, vector C. So to find the magnitude, we wrote they are of equal magnitude, so we wrote let it be equal to lambda. Okay, each one magnitude is lambda. Then we have done square of this one, and then we found the magnitude, and then we have to find cos theta 1, cos theta 2, and cos theta 3. All these will be equal. Okay. So this question also, at least one time, those who are not sure about this one, by looking at the notes, you have to try doing. Okay. Still, if you are not getting, in the coming sessions, you have to ask and clear that out. Are you okay with this one, this type of questions? Fine. Yusuf, any doubt? Hmm? This one we can do by cross product as well. Here I have done by dot product, but the cross product, you know how to find this one. A vector which is perpendicular to both the vectors means what is that? A vector which is perpendicular to vector A and vector B. A cross B. Unit vector perpendicular to A vector and B vector is A vector cross B vector. That is called the unit vector, right? Perpendicular. So vector which is perpendicular to means lambda times vector A cross vector B. Okay, we can find out that one directly. Lambda times vector A cross vector B. So this one in the notebook later we have done the same question. Okay, we can do this question by dot product or cross product. In the cross product part later in the notebook you have done the same question. Okay, by the cross product. You want to do that question again? Or is it okay by cross product? Cross product, how to find cross product? By determinant. I repeat, the concept of this question is lambda times, what is that? Vector A cross vector B. We find vector A cross vector B, then lambda times of it, and then C dot D equal to 15. We substitute, we get D vector, then C dot D is 15, and from there we can find out lambda and substitute. Okay. So that is the concept of this question. This is from miscellaneous exercise. Question number 12 of miscellaneous exercise. Final answer by dot product, the same answer we get finally by cross product. This is the final answer by dot product. Cross product also. This is a dot product steps I have written here. Okay. That is a little bit a lengthy step, but cross product step is easy. What is a cross product step? We have to find out A cross B. Okay, because A cross B is perpendicular. Then we find lambda times A cross B. Lambda times what? A cross B. So that will be the vector D. Lambda times A cross B. Okay, that will be perpendicular. Then we apply the condition, this condition. C dot D is equal to how much it is? 15. You will get lambda. And substitute it back to this one. Cross product, how to find out? By determinant. We find the cross product. Okay. Why do we apply cross product also in this one? Because it is perpendicular to both vector A and vector B. Okay. What is the definition of cross product? Cross product A cross B is the vector which is perpendicular to both vector A and vector B. Is it? Okay, we are moving to that one. Cross product. Okay. Yes. Now, this question, can you try this question? This is also from the miscellaneous part. With respect to the right-angled system of mutually perpendicular vectors, alpha vector, beta vector, these two are given. Alpha and beta are given. Okay, alpha and beta are given. Then what is this question? Express this beta vector in the form of beta vector is equal to beta 1 vector plus beta 2 vector. And what is written about beta 1? Beta 1 is parallel to alpha vector and beta 2 vector is perpendicular to alpha vector. Okay. Yes, this one is from the miscellaneous part. In past papers, this question is also there. So you know have noted the question. Alpha vector is given, beta vector is given. Then our question is to express beta vector in the form. Beta vector is beta 1 vector plus beta 2 vector, where beta 1 vector is parallel to alpha vector, beta 2 vector is perpendicular to alpha vector. Okay, this is our first system. Beta 1 vector is parallel to alpha vector. Okay, parallel or collinear vector. In vector, parallel or collinear are of the same meaning. What is that one? How to write one of the vector will be the scalar multiple of the other. Beta 1 vector is lambda times alpha vector. Okay, so then we substitute for alpha vector. What is alpha vector? 3i minus j is alpha vector. Then we have to open the bracket. 3 lambda I minus lambda j. This is our beta 1 vector. Is it clear the first step? Two vectors are parallel means one vector will be the scalar multiple of the other. Clear? Scalar is lambda. So the first step is noted. Beta 1 vector is lambda times alpha vector. Then we have to substitute for alpha vector. So beta 1 vector is 3 lambda I minus lambda j. So beta 1 vector is done. Finish till here? Yes. Now what is the second step? We have to write beta 2 vector. For that it is written beta 1 plus beta 2 is the beta vector. And from there we get beta 2 vector. Beta 2 vector is beta vector minus beta 1 vector. Beta vector minus beta 1 vector. Beta vector is given in the question. 2i plus j minus 3k minus of, just now we got beta 1 vector. What is that? 3 lambda I minus lambda j. 3 lambda I minus lambda j. Then we will simplify this like this. 2 minus 3 lambda into I plus 1 plus lambda into j minus 3k. Alvin, are you following? I repeat. Beta 1 plus beta 2 is given as beta. So beta 2 is beta minus beta 1. Then we have to substitute and get beta 2. Yes. Then what is written about beta 2 in the question? Beta 2 is perpendicular to alpha vector. Perpendicular means their dot product is equal to 0. So we apply that condition. Beta 2 is perpendicular to alpha vector. Means beta 2 dot alpha vector is equal to 0. Please note down. Beta 2 dot alpha vector is equal to 0. Beta 2 dot alpha vector is equal to 0. Yes, yes. Did you complete? So then we have to take the dot product. Dot product means multiply the coefficient of I cap. Are you okay with this? multiply the coefficient of I cap. 2 minus 3 lambda into 3 minus 1 into 1 plus lambda minus 3 into 0 is 0. And from there we find the lambda. Okay, so we get lambda as 1 by 2. Then after getting lambda, what to do after getting lambda? After getting lambda, substitute, right? Substitute in that beta 1 vector and beta 2 vector. Lambda is clear, right? After getting lambda, substitute this in beta 1 vector. Beta 1 vector is 3 lambda I cap minus lambda j cap. 3 lambda I cap minus lambda j cap. Then substitute in place of lambda. It is 3 by 2 I cap minus 1 by 2 j cap. 3 by 2 I cap minus 1 by 2 j cap. We got beta 1 vector. Then beta 2 vector, that also we substitute in lambda. Beta 2 vector we substitute in lambda. Completed? Yes. So this is our beta 2 vector. Finish, right? So we got beta 1 vector and beta 2 vector. Okay. So after finishing this one, beta 1 plus beta 2, when you add, we get beta vector. Yes. All of you know section formula for vectors. What is section formula for vector? If A vector, B vector, and C vector, if it is in the middle, then C vector, how do you find? M into B vector plus N into A vector divided by M plus N. That is called the section formula for vector. This type of question, to find the ratio in which B divides AC, and to prove that they are collinear and all, we can find out, use that section formula of vectors. Section formula of vectors, okay?
Can we do this question?
So this way we can do by converting it into, yes, you can do this one, no problem. Show that the points, right? Show that the points. This one, other way around also we can do by finding the three distances. How to find the three distances, you know? Find the AB vector, then BC vector and the AC vector. Then what to do? Find the magnitude. Okay. And that way also we can prove if magnitudes after finding sum of two magnitudes is equal to third one. That is also a correct method of proving collinear. Sum of the two magnitudes is equal to third one. Distance you have studied. That way also we can do. Okay. This one purely vector form is written here. Show that the points A, B, C are collinear using vectors. Find the ratio in which B divides AC. Here, pure vector form is written in this part. So first I found AB vector. AB vector is like this, AB vector. AB vector, you know, when 2 points are given, x2 minus x1 into I cap, y2 minus y1 into j cap, z2 minus z1 into k cap. This way I got AB vector. Then BC vector the same way. Then we can see a multiple here. First is 2 times 2i plus j plus 3k. And second BC vector is 3 times 2i plus j plus 3k. Means AB by 2 and BC by 3 are equal. That is enough to write. One is scalar multiple of other, right? So using distance, we can find out by finding magnitude, or like this using vectors also you can easily write. Calculations are okay, right? AB vector finding is okay. BC vector is clear. Because of the common factor, we wrote AB by 2 and BC by 3 are equal. Or AB vector is 2 by 3 times of BC vector. That is enough to write they are collinear vectors. Collinear means one vector will be scalar multiple of the other. Clear? Any student want to note down, please? Yakub, collinear means one vector should be scalar multiple of the other.
First, 2 marker or 3 marker?
3 marker. Because 2 parts are there. Second part is find the ratio. For the ratio, I check that section formula. This is the section formula, you know. B vector is M into C vector plus N into A vector by M plus N. That same form we can easily derive from here. So how to derive? So I took AB vector as OB vector minus OA vector. And BC vector is OC vector minus OB vector. Then I wrote B vector minus A vector is 2 by 3 times C vector minus B vector. Then we have to collect B vector on one side, okay, to get that section formula form. So how did I get B vector is equal to 2 times C vector plus 3 times A vector by 5. And from there, can you say what will be the ratio? Ratio is 2:3. 2:3 is the ratio. So 2:3. B divides AB, AC in the ratio 2:3. This is the vector form, section formula, vector form. Like this, using vectors, if it is specified, we will do this particular form. Okay.
So how did we find out that A, B, and C are collinear?
Because AB we wrote 2 by 3 times of BC. One vector is scalar multiple of the other. So they are collinear. So after this part is cross product. The second part of the chapter is cross product. In cross product, a geometrical meaning is there. Area of triangle, area of parallelogram. These are all commonly asked questions. Area of triangle, area of parallelogram and all. Then finding cross product by determinant form. Based on that, some questions are there. So you have noted this, right? So scalar product, all of you got the clear idea. Once again, when you practice, you can easily do it. Okay, next is vector product or cross product. This is our definition of vector product. Just now Esther asked this doubt. Vector product means there will be a vector perpendicular to both vector A and vector B. Can you see that one? The vector n, or its unit vector is n cap. And that n cap's direction will be the direction of A cross B. It is the same as the direction of which one? A cross B. A cross B is in the same direction of n cap. So this is the definition of cross product. A cross B is equal to, what is the definition? Magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into sin theta into, what is that? N cap. Okay. If you take magnitude, this n cap will become 1. Magnitude of n cap will go 1. If you find magnitude of A cross B. And A cross B is a vector which is perpendicular to both vector A and vector B. Okay. This is the definition of cross product. And then A cross B is a vector which is perpendicular to both vector A and vector B. And the unit vector perpendicular to both vector A and vector B, we find A cross B by its magnitude. Like this, perpendicular to both vector A and vector B, we have to find out which one cross product. Clear? If it is unit vector, we have to divide by that magnitude. It is very important. Vector which is perpendicular to is cross product, and unit vector which is perpendicular to is cross product by its magnitude. And how do you find cross product? As a determinant, we can find out the cross product. Next property is A cross B is a vector. If two vectors are parallel, their cross product is equal to 0 vector. Perpendicular, dot product is 0. Parallel, cross product is 0 vector. 0 vector, because cross product is always a vector. And third point, A cross A is 0 vector. A dot A was magnitude of vector A square, but A cross A is 0 vector. Same way, I cross I, J cross J, K cross K, all will be 0. And how do you find I cross J? By cyclic rotation. I cross J will be K, I, J, K, that order we go. So cyclic rotation. I cross J will be K, J cross K will be I, K cross I will be J. If you take the other way around, what is J cross I? Minus K. Okay, because of anti-commutative property, A cross B is a negative of B cross A. These points are also clear, right? Aziz? Next point is, this is very important for finding cross product. Finding dot product, you understood, multiply the coefficient of I, coefficient of J, and coefficient of K. To find the cross product, first row will be IJK. What is the first row? IJK. Second row, A1, A2, A3. Third row, B1, B2, B3. Okay, this way we find the cross product. First row is IJK. Second row, A1, A2, A3. And third row is a B1, B2, B3. Clear? This way we can find the cross product. Then geometrical applications, another important factor. When you apply geometrical application, we have to take maximum this type of co-initial vectors, co-initial vector. Points may be given. You know how to find, convert points to vector, right? X2 minus x1, or position vector can be given, or direct vector can be given. In terms of adjacent sides, what is area of triangle? Half BH form, half into magnitude of A cross B, magnitude of A cross B, where a vector A and vector B are the adjacent sides, right? Are the sides of the triangle, on the sides of the triangle. Is it clear? Okay, area of parallelogram, it is double of area of a triangle. Double means this half will go, and what is that? A cross B. In the model exam, one of the question, it was there like this, area of parallelogram. Okay, some students by mistake put half. It is not half, it is directly A cross B. Okay, A cross B is the area of parallelogram. In terms of diagonal also, we can find out half D1 cross D2 in terms of diagonal. Okay, even parallelogram also it works, half D1 cross D2. And these are all questions based on cross product we find as determinant. First row IJK, then A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. This is very important. Unit vector perpendicular to, whenever you see that word, it is to find out cross product. Unit vector perpendicular to means we have to find out cross product. Okay, so find the cross. First we find A plus B and A minus B, then find the cross product. For unit vector, one more step to be done. What is that? Cross product divided by its magnitude. Okay, so cross product is found, then its magnitude. So this is the unit vector. Okay, can you do this question? It is a very important one. Let vector A, vector B, vector C be unit vectors such that these are unit vectors such that A dot B is equal to A dot C is equal to 0. A dot B, A dot C, that is equal to 0. And angle between vector B and vector C is pi by 6. Angle between vector B and vector C is pi by 6. Then prove that vector A is equal to vector A is equal to plus or minus 2 times vector B cross vector C. Vector A is plus or minus 2 times vector B cross vector C. Plus or minus 2 times vector B cross vector C. Okay, so we start with the unit vector. Unit vector means what about its magnitude? Magnitude is equal to 1, right? Magnitude is 1. We start with that one. This question is a 3-marker question. So since they are unit vectors, magnitudes are 1. Then perpendicular means A dot B is 0, A dot C is 0. Then you will combine like this. Vector A is perpendicular to vector B. And vector A is perpendicular to vector C. Which means vector A is perpendicular to both vector B and vector C. Is it clear till this step? Vector A is perpendicular to both vector B and vector C. Vector A is perpendicular to both vector B and vector C. And what is a vector perpendicular to both vector B and vector C? Cross product. Cross product. B cross C is also perpendicular to both vector B and vector C. So that we have to write from our knowledge of our the idea of cross product. Okay, we have to write this one. So all of you understood till this step? I repeat, their magnitudes are 1, and each one is perpendicular. Like A vector A is perpendicular to vector B because dot product is 0. Vector A is perpendicular to vector C. That means vector A is perpendicular to both vector B and vector C. And we know from the definition of cross product that B cross C is perpendicular to both vector B and vector C. Now the diagram is like this. Vector A is perpendicular to both vector B and vector C. B cross C is also perpendicular to both vector C and vector C. Now what can you say about these two? Vector A and B cross C. They are parallel. They are parallel. Parallel or collinear means one vector will be scalar multiple of the other. So that is the next writing. Is it clear? From the diagram it is clear, right? They are parallel. Parallel means vector A is lambda times B cross C. Vector A is lambda times B cross C. Oh. Sorry, parallel vectors are perpendicular to C vector. The same line. Oh, same line, same line. Here it is B cross C. Okay, so vector A is lambda times B cross C. Is it clear this writing? Because they are parallel vectors. Where lambda is a scalar. Now our task is to find out lambda. To find lambda, taking magnitudes on both sides. We have to take the magnitude on both sides to find lambda.
So there are a lot of questions with vectors. We don't have a specific way of solving. Each one has a way. Is there a way we can find out which way we need to do? Like how we need to go?
For example, this question, some questions there is a unique way, like magnitude, modulus question, you are doing the squaring in scalar product. There are specific ways there. In this part, actually, it is a combined question of dot product and cross product. Okay, so that question you have to study as the same way.
It's like a proof.
Yes, yes, yes. Now the next step is taking magnitudes on both sides. So then you will find out lambda. So can you see the magnitude? Magnitude of A vector is magnitude of lambda times B cross C. So this one we can break. How to break? Magnitude of lambda, modulus of lambda into modulus of B cross C. And when it is modulus of B cross C, we don't have to write n cap. N cap will become 1. So it is magnitude of B vector, magnitude of B vector into sine pi by 6. This pi by 6 is given in the question. Angle between them is how much it is? Pi by 6. What is the value of sine pi by 6? And sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2. That is substituted. Then we get modulus of lambda is 2. So what is lambda is equal to? Plus or minus 2. Lambda is plus or minus 2. Okay, that we substitute back to the remaining part. We get here. Is it clear this question? Now all of you got the basic idea and the important formulas of vector, right? Yes. In addition to this one, you have to go through the questions based on area of triangle. Once again, area of parallelogram, the type of basic questions are there. Not this type of area of triangle. We should find the co-initial vectors. For area of parallelogram also same way, co-initial vectors. Area of a triangle half times modulus of vector A cross vector B. What is area of parallelogram? Modulus of vector A cross vector B. Okay.
Can you do a question on Robert?
Half D1, D2. So that is easy, direct question. There will be 4 points, A, B, C, D, 4 points. Okay. We find the rhombus, we can apply parallelogram formula as well, no problem. In case if diagonals are given in MCQs or something only, we'll apply that. Otherwise, parallelogram formula is enough for rhombus because rhombus is a parallelogram, right? Rhombus is a parallelogram. So same parallelogram formula can be applied. No. That is in case if other sides are not there. Only these 2 points are. That rare cases only we'll apply that for. Okay, otherwise area of parallelogram formula is enough for rhombus as well. Okay. Next, I go to this one, 3D chapter. In 3D, the importance of the chapter is one of the 5 marker question is from 3D. Okay, you know 4 5 markers are there. 1 5 marker is from chapter 1. What is chapter 1? Relations and functions, either equivalence relation or 1-1-on-2 function, bijection. This type of questions are coming. 1 5 marker. Second 5 marker is from your favorite chapter. What is that? Matrices, solve matrix equation, or 2 3 other types of questions are also there. That means all questions are there in front of you. Okay. Max is actually so easy. Okay, if you study with that pattern, all the questions, because you know the questions what are going to come. Okay. And third 5 marker is from which topic? Definite integral or areas? Application of integral, area under the curve. Area under the curve also. Area under the curve is there, right? That one they can switch to these two. Okay. But most probably it will be in sample paper, area under the curve is there, right? Yes. In 5 marker, the CS sample paper, area under the curve question is there. Area under the curve also, all the questions you have to go through. Okay. All type of questions. Parabola, ellipse. Okay. Even in sample paper, that cos graph question is there, right? Cos graph question is there. When it is below that line magnitude. Okay. That all we'll go through in the coming days. And the fourth 5 marker is from this favorite chapter, which one? 3D geometry. 3D geometry also 3-4 specific areas are there for 5 markers. Like shortest distance is there. Then which one? Foot of perpendicular on image is there. Then find the point of intersection is there. Then perpendicular. A line which is find the equation of a line which is perpendicular to 2 other lines. By that cross product method is there, right? Okay. So let's go through these questions, okay? Next half an hour. Okay, these questions all of you know, right? Majority of you know this one. So next 3D geometry. Like this, these 2 chapters, if you spend 2-3 hours, you can easily get full mark from these chapters. Okay, let's start. Ready? Our first 5-marker question is shortest distance between skew lines. What's the difference between skew lines and parallel? Skew lines. A1 by A2 is equal to for which one? Parallel. Not equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2 for skew lines. When you get the question, if they won't mention it is skew line or parallel. We have to check whether it is skew line or if the coefficients are in proportion, they are parallel. If they are not in proportion, they are skew lines. Okay. Okay, lines which are neither intersecting nor parallel are skew lines. And you will get either vector form or parallel or Cartesian form. Okay, so formula is in what form for shortest distance? Vector form, vector form. That means in case if you get Cartesian form, you will convert it into vector form. This may be the 5-marker. Okay, this year 2025 question paper, shortest distance. Okay, very. Oh, yes. The chance is more for this one. He predicted already. Let's see. Eh? Oh. So shortest distance.
Predicted the question in chemistry.
Oh. L1 and L2. L1 and L2. This is the vector form. L1, what is the L1? R vector is A1 vector plus lambda B1 vector. R vector is A2 vector plus mu B2 vector. And when they are skew lines, this B1 and B2, they are not in proportion. And study the formula right now. This is the unique formula in skew lines. What is the formula? Modulus of, because of distance modulus of B1 cross B2 dot A2 minus A1 by magnitude of B1 cross B2. All of you study the formula. All students should get full mark if you get shortest distance. There should not be even a single calculation error in that one. Okay. 4 5-markers. 4 into 5, 20 mark. Everybody should get 20 out of 20 in that one. 5-marker. B1 cross B2 dot A2 minus A1 by magnitude of B1 cross B2 is the formula for shortest distance between skew lines. All of you studied the formula? Yes. Now, when you get a question, you know how to write A1 vector, A2 vector, B1 vector, and B2 vector. Okay. And then Cartesian form if you get. All of you noted that vector formula. If you get Cartesian form, you will convert that Cartesian form to vector form. Cartesian form is like this: x minus x1 by a1 is equal to y minus y1 by b1 is equal to z minus z1 by c1. How to convert this into vector form? R vector is equal to, take the points. What are the points? x1, y1, z1, like this: x1 i cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap plus lambda into the denominator. A1 I cap plus B1 j cap plus C1 k cap. This is of the form A1 vector plus lambda V1 vector. Is it clear? Then the second equation also, Cartesian form, you will convert like this. Special Cartesian form is there. If it is detached from the main part, you know how to attach it to the main part and convert it. That type of questions are also important. So these are direct questions. The first part to be noted, what is doubt? So may you know why it is said that the max exam is tough. Is it the MCQs? Okay, no, it will be easy. Okay, start practice everything, Alvenia. It will be so easy for you. Okay, fine. MCQs, you have to practice maximum sample paper MCQs. Okay, because the same type of MCQs will be coming. Maximum number of sample paper, more sample paper I am going to send. Now already how many are the 9 are there, right? That is not enough. 9 are not enough. Okay, more sample, but first 2-3 days, please finish all the chapter wise everything. Then take the sample paper, and all sample paper MCQs must be solved fully. Okay, if there is any doubt, you have to clear now. Oh, yes. Case study also. Maximum previous year case study questions you have to practice. Maximum questions. Okay, maximum number of, because the same type of questions will be repeating. Okay, case study also CBSE they have a question bank with them. Okay, from there they are taking. That means this type of questions will repeat. Okay, this is our idea. We have to practice maximum past paper case study question. Descriptive other 2 marker, 3 marker, 5 marker notes is enough. Okay, from the notes we will get. Okay, but the other 2 areas we have to practice maximum past paper questions. Okay.
What chapters would come as
No.
studies?
Case study, a probability is a sure case study question. Probability. Then from inverse or from matrices or something, one of them will be asked. Then one more is from which chapter?
Application.
Applications of derivatives. Yes, applications of derivatives. Later. Okay. Now, see, when you get, now come to this point again, when you get this type of question, first part is to check whether it is skew line or parallel. How to check skew line or parallel? Take the ratio of the parallel vectors. 1/2 minus 1/1, 1/2. Are these equal? No, they are different. Different means I have written it here. They are what type of lines? If it is parallel line, we got a separate formula. Okay, similar to this one. So then we find write down A1 vector, A2 vector from the given vector equation. We have to write down A1 vector, A2 vector, B1 vector, B2 vector. Okay. Then we find B1 cross B2 like this, magnitude of B1 cross B2, A2 minus A1. Then we substitute. This is a direct question. All are okay with this type of direct one, right? Any doubt? Oh. All these steps are okay, right? Direct questions are okay. Like this indirectly vector forms can be asked. So that is also not so tough. We just open the bracket. After opening the bracket here, in place of a lambda, it is T, and in place of mu, it is S. Is it clear how to open the bracket and rearrange it? Okay, so like this, we have to open the bracket and we have to rearrange it. Then we get A1 vector plus T into B1 vector. Second one, we get A2 vector plus S into B2 vector. Okay, then again, we check this one, the ratio of that B1 and B2. So they are different. They are different means what type of lines? They are skew lines. Okay, these are skew lines. Then after getting skew lines, what is the next step? After getting the skew lines, we have to find B1 cross B2. Then modulus of B1 cross B2, A2 minus A1, then shortest distance. Okay, and this is Cartesian form. If we get Cartesian form also, we have to convert it into what type of form? Convert it into vector form. Okay, is it clear this conversion? First I check that ratio, 7/1 minus 6/-2, 1/1. They are not equal. So the lines are skew lines. Lines are skew lines. Okay, then converted this into vector form. Any doubt in vector form conversion? Okay, equation must be in standard form. Okay, in case if it is not standard, we have to convert x minus x1 by a, y minus y1 by b, z minus z by c form. Okay, so then b1 cross b2, a2 minus a1, and then you will apply it in the formula. And can you do this question? Find the shortest distance between line. What is special to this type of question? One of the part is detached from the main part. Okay, how to attach it to the main part now?
Divide by 0.
Divide by 0. Z minus 2 by 0. We will attach it. That is the specialty of this type of question. Okay. At least the introductory part, can you not do? Introductory part of this question. Conversion and writing in standard form. Special formula. We are coming to that one. Okay. We have another formula is there for parallel.
So, do you have a formula booklet for all the
No, right? All these here only. Okay, not write it separately. Okay, so just a note down. This formula we have to apply and study. If you study simply the formula, that is not enough. We should know how to apply it in the sums. For example, shortest distance formula we study and we have to see the sum based on that one. How to apply that. Okay, so here that Z equal to Z means we write Z minus 0 by 1. By 3, you understood this one, comma Z equal to 2. That one, how to attach the main step? Z minus 2 by 0. Z minus 2 by 0. Because when you equate it to lambda, we get Z minus 2 is 0 into lambda. That is 0 or Z equal to 2. That is what Z minus 2 by 0. Okay, so after writing Cartesian form, we will convert it into vector form. For shortest distance, vector form is must. R vector is like this. 1 I cap minus 1 j cap plus 0 k cap plus lambda into the denominator. 2 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 1 k cap. And second also the same way. Minus 1 I cap plus 2 j cap plus 2 k cap plus mu into 3i plus j plus 0 k, that is A2 vector plus mu into B2 vector. Is it clear on the conversion to vector form? Yes. Then we have to write A1 vector, A2 vector, B1 vector and B2 vector. And these are skew lines because the ratios are different, they are skew lines. Even this step you don't forget. It may be parallel or it may be skew line. We have to identify that properly. For skew lines, we apply this form. After writing A1, A2, B1, B2, you know how to proceed it. B1 cross B2, yes. No. Because it is all are equal to lambda. Okay, all are equal to lambda means when you write Z minus 2 by 0 equal to lambda, can you see this writing? Z minus 2 by 0 equal to lambda means Z minus 2 is equal to lambda into 0. What is lambda into 0? It is 0. Or Z equal to 0 plus 2. We get Z equal to 2 form. Clear? That is what Z minus 2 by 0 is the correct form of attaching. Yes. So after getting this one, we find B1 cross B2. Okay, we find B1 cross B2. Cross product is determinant. Remaining part, all of you know how to proceed it, right? Yes. This type of question, you have to, those who are not confident enough, please write and practice. Okay, because these are all sure and scoring questions in the examination. Yes. Next step, parallel lines. Skew lines are okay, right? Skew lines are okay. Next step, parallel lines. Shivali, this is a formula. When they are parallel lines, these two vectors are either same or proportional. They will be proportional. So that time there is no two different like B1 and B2. Both will be B vector. Okay, so that time B1 cross B2 is not there. Okay, instead of B1 cross B2, we write B vector. Then cross A2 minus A1 by magnitude of B vector. This is for parallel lines. Please note down the formula. Shortest distance between parallel lines. For parallel line, there is no B1 and B2. They are proportional. We will make it same, B vector. Then B vector cross A2 minus A1 by magnitude of B vector. There is no B1 cross B2. B1 cross B2 are together, it is B vector. Correct formula to be written. Okay. And identify it in the proper way. How to identify, for example, this question. Here we take the ratio like this. 1 by minus 1, minus 1 by 1, 1 by minus 1, they are equal. So the lines are, now we have to write these two as the same vector. To make it same, from the second vector I have taken minus outside. Okay, instead of mu, we can write minus mu. Minus mu is also a constant. So the second equation we write accordingly, then both the vectors are B vector. Can you see this one? Then you will apply the formula. Okay. And when you apply the formula, we don't get the final answer directly. Final answer will be in vector form. Then in the final step, we have to take magnitude of that vector. Okay. For example, this question, the nature of question is clear, right? Then we have taken the constant outside. Then A2 minus A1. Then we find B cross A2 minus A1. Like this, A2 minus A1, then cross product over here, B cross A2 minus A1. Last one, it was B1 cross B2, okay? And then we find this one, IJK, 1 minus 1, 1, 1 minus 3 minus 4, like this, B cross A2 minus A1. Then magnitude of vector B. And when you simplify over here, the numerator is a vector. But we cannot write the final answer of distance as vector. Distance is always a scalar, right? It is a scalar quantity. Then how do you convert it into scalar? You know, we find magnitude of this vector. Magnitude of the whole ratio means magnitude of the numerator by magnitude of the denominator. Okay, so then we find the magnitude of numerator like this, root of 7 square plus 5 square plus minus 2 square. That is root 78 by root 3. It is root 26 units. So this way we find the answer. Is it clear? Okay, any student wants to say this one again, please, okay, get the record and practice it again. Already it is there in the notebook. I hope majority of you have studied this one already, but please go through it again. So this is the first main content of this topic for 5 marker, which was shortest distance, either skew line or parallel line. Okay, and second part is this question is also same parallel line, but vector form is given. We convert it into Cartesian form and you will do it, okay? And second form is a point of intersection. Okay, if two lines intersect means either shortest distance is 0. If the question is to find out the point of intersection, we do this method. That is the second 5 marker.
There is a question, find the values of A so that the following lines are skewed.
Skew means you do the same way. Point of intersection. Point of intersection, skew means they will meet. They they will not meet. They will not meet means that Z1 and Z2 will be different. Okay, neither intersecting are called the skew lines. Means Z1 and Z2 are different. That is the concept. And this question, point of intersection, what you have to do, first of all, Cartesian form is required for this type of question. In case vector form is given, you will convert it into, because point of intersection is like x, y, z. We find the Cartesian coordinates x, y, z. So Cartesian form is required for point of intersection. For shortest distance, vector form is required. Point of intersection, Cartesian form is required. First step is equate the first line to lambda and write x, y, z. Okay, and then equate the second line to mu and write what x, y, z. Okay, after writing x, y, z, equate 2 of the variables like x and 2 of the coordinates x and y, or x and z, or y and z. Here I equated x coordinate I equated, then y coordinates I equated, and we get 2 equations in terms of lambda and mu. Then what to do? We have to solve these 2 equations by elimination method. We find lambda and mu. Are you getting the points clear? I repeat, equate the first line to lambda, write x, y, z. Second line to mu, write x, y, z. Then equate 2 coordinates x, y, x and y, okay, or y and z, whatever it is, and find lambda and mu. After finding lambda and mu, if they intersect, the z coordinates will be equal. If they are skew lines, if they don't intersect, z coordinates will be different. Here, z coordinates, we substitute this lambda and mu, and we found they are equal. Are you getting the points? They are equal means, what do you conclude here? The 2 lines intersect because z coordinates are also same, and we write the point of intersection. Point of intersection means the values of x, y, and z. This type is also very important. Okay, importance level is like this. First, most important is shortest distance, then this one, the point of intersection. After that, foot of perpendicular and image. Okay, that way we have specific 5 markers are there in 3D geometry. Without skipping this one, if you study, you will get one of these questions you will get in the examination. So this concept is clear, right? In case if you get a vector form, you will convert it into Cartesian form, and the same way. Okay, if they are skew, one question we have done. The lines are skew, same thing we have to do. But if they are skew, z coordinates are not equal, and find the value of A. This is also okay. Then foot of perpendicular, better we do one question, okay? One question we do and practice, because that is also the next important 5 marker is foot of perpendicular and image. This question also Cartesian form is required. In case if you get vector form, you will convert it into Cartesian form. Find the foot of perpendicular and image of the point 163 with respect to the line. X by 1 is equal to y minus 1 by 2 is equal to z minus 2 by 3. To find the foot of perpendicular and image. X by 1 is equal to y minus 1 by 2 is equal to z minus 2 by 3. Okay. First of all, we draw a rough diagram, neat diagram. You have now rougher space is there, right? No, in the paper, any rougher space? No, they haven't drawn any rougher space, right, in your paper. Okay, before some news was there like that. Okay, only for, not for 12th. Oh, 12th it is not there. Okay, fine.
What can we do for rough words?
Then the lot of calculations are the multiplications. We don't have that.
Rough
Okay.
words. How do we do rough words?
Any multiplication or something, anything if it is there. Like matrix is there. Ah, yes, yes. We have to draw on the right. Yes, then. Okay, on the right. Do not mix it with the main space. And question number you will write, left margin is there, right? Left margin is there in the paper. Question number you will write only in the left margin. That instruction is there in one of the circulars also. Question number must be there in the left margin. Question number you must put, okay? Otherwise they won't evaluate that question. Question number must be correct. Correct question number you have to put. You can start with the 5 marker, it is not a problem, but question number must be correct. Correct question number you have to put, okay? You not write a wrong question number. Okay, so this is the diagram. The line on top, there is a point P163. We draw perpendicular, PQ perpendicular to L. That Q is called the, what is this Q? Foot of the perpendicular. It is the foot of the perpendicular, base of this perpendicular, foot of the perpendicular. Then extend this Q to R such that PQ is equal to QR. Then R alpha beta gamma is called, what is this R alpha? Image of the point P with respect to the line. Okay. So this is a common diagram for foot of perpendicular and image questions. And then we start by equating the first line to lambda. Equate the first line to lambda. That is the first step. And write x, y, z in terms of lambda. Start. Equate the first line to lambda. And write x, y, z in terms of lambda. X is equal to lambda. Y is equal to 2 lambda plus 1. Z is equal to 3 lambda plus 2. Like this, we write x, y, z in terms of lambda. In between, Vishnu, are you there? Vishnu? Vishnu, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Vishnu, any doubt? If it is there, you have to ask. Okay, 3D geometry. Okay, this is the first step. Equate x, y, z to lambda. After equating this one, we write every point on L is of this form, right? This x, y, z form. Now Q is a point on L. Q is also of this form. Lambda, 2 lambda plus 1, 3 lambda plus 2. So the coordinates of Q is also of this form. Now we got P and now we got Q, right? Q is of this form. What is the next step? Write the direction ratios of PQ. Yes, you write till here. Every point on the line is of this form, which means Q is also of this form. Lambda, 2 lambda plus 1, 3 lambda plus 2. We got P and Q. How to write direction ratios? X2 minus X1, Y2 minus Y1, Z2 minus Z1. We get direction ratios of PQ. If two n points are there, direction ratios are by subtracting the coordinates. X2 minus X1, Y2 minus Y1, then Z2 minus Z1. That is the next step. Direction ratios of PQ. So by looking at P and by looking at Q, we subtract X2 minus X1. Lambda minus 1. Are you getting the point clear? P and Q are there. So we find the direction ratios by subtracting the X coordinate, subtracting the Y coordinate, and subtracting the Z coordinates. Lambda minus 1, 2 lambda plus 1 minus 6, 3 lambda plus 2 minus 3. So we get like this: lambda minus 1, 2 lambda minus 5, 3 lambda minus 1. Till here, all of you understood? Direction ratios of PQ is clear. Okay. Then we write direction ratios of the line. It is from the denominator of the line we write direction ratios of the line. Yes, what are the direction ratios of the line from the denominator? It is 1, 2, 3. Make sure that it is in standard form. Yes, here it is in standard form. So direction ratios of the line L is 1, 2, 3. Direction ratios of the line L is 1, 2, 3. Now our task is to find lambda. For that we apply Simran. What do we apply? PQ is perpendicular to L. PQ is perpendicular to L. Perpendicular, this is a condition, Shivali. A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is equal to 0. Same dot product condition. Okay, so please write down that one. Did you write the direction ratios of L? Then since PQ is perpendicular to L, apply the condition and find lambda like this. A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is equal to 0. That is 1 into lambda minus 1 plus 2 into 2 lambda minus 5 plus 3 into 3 lambda minus 1 is equal to 0. Which means lambda minus 1 plus 4 lambda minus 10 plus 9 lambda minus 3 is equal to 0. That means we get 40 lambda is equal to 14. What is lambda from there? Lambda is equal to 14 by 14, it is 1. Lambda is equal to 14 by 14, it is 1. Is that clear? Lambda is 14 by 14, that is 1. Lambda is 1. Done? Yes. After finding lambda, we substitute this in the coordinates of Q, we get foot of perpendicular. Alvin, is it clear till this step? Okay. After finding lambda, substitute this in coordinates of Q. You will get foot of perpendicular. That is lambda, 2 lambda plus 1, 3 lambda plus 2. It means 1, 2 into 1 plus 1, 3 into 1 plus 2. We get 1, 3, 5. These are the foot of perpendicular, 1, 3, 5. Okay. Then finally the image. How to get the image? Midpoint formula. By midpoint formula, we find the image. Yes, do you complete till the foot of perpendicular? Then final step is image. Let R alpha beta gamma, you can see the diagram. R alpha beta gamma be the image of the point P with respect to the line. See here Q135 is the midpoint of PR. Then we apply the formula alpha plus 1 by 2, beta plus 6 by 2, gamma plus 3 by 2 is equal to 135, is equal to 135. Then we equate it. Alpha plus 1 by 2 is 1, and find alpha from there. Then the next one, beta plus 6 by 2 is 3.
So when do we need to mention that QR is equal to PQ?
That one introductory part itself we can write. Extend PQ to R
We
such
need to
that
mention.
we need to mention that one. Okay, such that PQ is equal. Then R alpha beta gamma is the image. That one introductory part you can mention. Okay. Draw PQ perpendicular to L. All these things you can write introductory part. Okay.
If we don't mention, they will.
Some teachers will give them up. Okay, but some teachers will cut if you don't mention it properly. Okay. So finally we write alpha, beta, gamma, that is the image, coordinates of the image. So this concept is also very important. In case shortest distance, if it is not there, another chance is for this type of questions or intersection, point of intersection. Foot of perpendicular image is also very important.